Hello, I'm John Schu, and I'm the ambassador of school libraries for Scholastic Book Fairs. Spring is here, and so is your book fair. What a wonderful way to get everyone excited toward the end of the school year with a celebration of reading. Scholastic Book Fairs has made sure there are tons of great books to keep that book joy going. I sat down with a few of the amazing authors and illustrators who bring these stories to life, like Tui Sutherland, the author of the Wings of Fire series. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me. I'm
Oh,
very
no.
excited about
Oh,
this.
thank you. It's such an honor because when I visit schools and I ask students, what is one of your favorite series? They always say Wing of Fires. It does not matter where I am. It is brought up all over the world. So I would love to talk about book fairs because your books are in the book fair. And I was wondering if you had a favorite book fair memory.
Well, so it's funny because I actually grew up overseas, so my schools never had book fairs. But now I'm a mom, so I get to have the book fair experience from the other side.
Yay.
And I'm actually the book fair chairperson at my own school.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Yeah, for my two kids. So I love it so much. It's my favorite time of the year. I spend like the entire week in the school library, just like trying to get the kids all excited about the books that I'm excited about. And we actually have my favorite part is the last couple of years, well, not this year, sadly, but the last couple of years, we had a dress like your favorite book character day. And it was the cutest thing. Like the teachers really got into it. We had, a Miss Frizzle. We had the librarian came as Viola Swamp, and it was just the cutest thing ever.
I love that so much. And to be able to stand in the middle of the book fair and book talk is one of my favorite things to do. Would you be up for book talking the two latest books in your series, Wings of Fire?
Sure, absolutely. Well, as you just held up, this is book 14 of Wings of Fire. This one is coming out very soon when we're recording this. It's called The Dangerous Gift, and it's the story of a young Ice-Wing queen named Snowfall. So the whole series, what's really fun about it is it's all from the point of view of dragons. It's a whole world full of different kinds of dragons. There's like 10 different tribes, and each book is from a different character's point of view. So I get to jump from tribe to tribe. Like it starts with a Mudwing, and the second book is a Sea Wing, and now this particular 14th one is an Ice-Wing, which is really fun because they're pretty different from all the other tribes. And they get to like the beginning of the series, there was a big prophecy, and there were these 5 dragonettes that had to figure out how to save the world. And were they going to do it the way they were told or like their own way? And it's kind of developed from there. We met like dragons from another continent, and that's all coming together. I'm working on book 15 right now. And at the same time, we are actually turning them into graphic novels. So this is the most recent graphic novel. It's book 4. So it's taking the books that exist and making a graphic novel version of them. And they're really fun. They're really cool. It's been so exciting to get to work with Mike Holmes, who is the artist for these books, and then Marta Lejo, who adds the colors and makes it all like shiny and beautiful. So the 4th one just came out. And we're working on the 5th one now. And I'm just so excited for everybody to get to see them, whether you love this kind of book or this kind of book or both, you can experience Wings of Fire either way.
Oh, there are so many Wings of Fire fans out there that are so happy right now, and they're all giving you, and I'm giving you a huge round of applause. So thank
Aw.
you for those two wonderful book talks. So you have visited many schools, and I would love to know, what is some writing advice that you give to kids when they ask for it?
Well, first of all, I love young writers. I was totally someone who wanted to be a writer from a very early age. So the kind of advice I give is like, don't worry too much about spelling. Don't worry too much yet about finishing your stories, because actually for me, I didn't finish any stories I wrote until probably like late high school, college, because mostly I was just so excited to get to write things. And I think that that's fine. Like it's all good practice, getting to write whatever you're excited about. And if you have a new idea, this has happened to me all the time, I'd be like, oh, I want to go write that instead. So don't stress about that. Don't be like, oh, I can't be an author, I've never finished anything. It's really okay.
I know that you love book fairs, and I love book fairs. And I also know that you love school libraries just like I love school libraries. So I was wondering if you would be up for finishing one of my sentences.
Go for it.
All right, thank you very much. It's always polite to ask first. So here we go. The sentence starter is school libraries are ...
School libraries are the heart of the school. This is where children find windows and doors, ways to see kids like themselves and ways to see other places and other people that they maybe never would have found before. And the school librarian is the one who brings that to the kids. I mean, I can't tell you how important I think they are. I've been to so many schools across the country, and you can always tell when it has a school library that's valued and school librarians who are as wonderful as and are treated like they can do anything they want, because it just makes the whole school feel magical.
Oh, it does. They are the heart and the beat of the school. And thank you for all of your support for school libraries and for school librarians. And thank you for creating a series that gets kids so excited about reading. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I hope you have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Tui's passion for reading and the fantastic world she built really comes through. I spoke with another children's book creator who is just as excited and passionate about her story, but the subject's a little different. Here's my interview with Isabella. I am so glad that you're here to celebrate No Fuzzball, a book that you know I love with my whole heart. But before we talk about No Fuzzball, I was wondering if you could share a memory from a library from when you were a child, or maybe a memory from when you were an adult. I'd love to hear about a library memory.
The earliest memory I have that a library made an impact on me maybe is around first grade, and I was very lucky to live in Australia at that time. And I remember that school had such a great program. Whenever it was your birthday, you get to go into the library all by yourself with a librarian, and they let you choose 3 books that you can borrow for as long as you want. And I remember one of those books was A Million Cats. And that really, like, looking back at that memory, is like, no wonder I had such a fascination again with cats, and also loving librarians.
And that is the perfect segue into No Fuzzball. So will you first tell everyone about what inspired No Fuzzball? And then can you book talk it? Tell us what it's about.
Of course, thank you. So No Fuzzball is inspired by my 2 cats, Bubo and Bella. Her personality is basically both of those cats smushed together. The silly one is more Bubo, and then the sassy attitude one was more Bella. And when I was first started writing, this was one of my first few books that I attempted to write and illustrate together. And one of the biggest advice everybody gave was, write what you know. And I know cats, especially my 2 girls. So that was what inspired No Fuzzball. And I definitely worked on the character first before I even thought of the story. So I really got to know her as my main character, No Fuzzball here. So my book is about, as you know, as I keep talking about it, a sassy, majestic, and attention-seeking black cat named No Fuzzball. And she is the queen of the house, like all cats are, and she's accustomed to a very high level of worship by her subjects, which is actually her family. And she loves it so much that she thinks her name is No Fuzzball when they yell at her when she's doing something naughty. So so I'll show you a little bit about the story. So let's get a little started here. Hello, I am No Fuzzball. Perhaps you have never heard a name like this before, but that is because you have not met a queen like me. My subjects worship me. Hear how they scream my name everywhere I go. No Fuzzball! No Fuzzball! No Fuzzball! We live in my queendom in total harmony. See how my subjects do all my bidding. They entertain me, feed me, groom me, massage me, and shower me with presents.
Oh, that was so good. I love this book so much. And I love to randomly yell out, No Fuzzball!
Yes.
Which is, well,
So-
I don't always randomly, but especially when I'm book talking it, I like to yell that off. And I think it scares my cat, Lou Grant, just a little bit. Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
She must be offended that you are worshiping another queen.
I know, another cat. Oh, thank you. That made my heart so happy. Now, we are almost out of time, but before we say goodbye, I was wondering if you would be up for finishing one of my sentences. All right, awesome. So here is the sentence starter. Are you ready? It is picture books, ...
Picture books are magical and are a portal to any and all worlds imaginable.
Yeah, especially when they star cats like No Fuzzball. Isabella is the best, and so is No Fuzzball. Those are just two of the incredible books available for kids at this year's Spring Book Fair. Here are 3 more books that I know they're going to love. Like Sea Bunnies, where you'll discover an underwater world of colorful critters, including the clown sea slug, the sea cow sea slug, the gummy bear sea slug, and the butterfly sea slug. I predict readers will pore over every single page. It contains colorful images, fascinating facts, and it even comes with an adorable squishy sea slug. Speaking of adorable, I love Just Keating's BUNBUN and BONBON Fancy Friends. It is joy on the page. It's perfect for fans of Elephant and Piggy, Narwhal and Jelly, and Frog and Toad. Let me tell you about BUNBUN. BUNBUN has it all. A delightful BUNBUN nose, a ridiculously cute BUNBUN tail, and not 1, but 2 adorable BUNBUN ears. But there's something BUNBUN doesn't have. BUNBUN doesn't have a friend until you'll have to pick up a copy from your Scholastic Book Fair to find out. I am a super fan of Dave Pilkey's Dogman series. It explores themes of compassion, of empathy, of kindness, of persistence, and of doing good. Be sure to pick up a copy of the latest volume in the Dogman series, Mothering Heights. And also check out Dave Pilkey's Cat Kid Comic Club. It is one of the funniest and from the heart books I have ever read. I imagine it will inspire kids all over the world to start their own comic clubs. Thank you, Dave Pilkey, for this exceptional gift. I hope you'll check out all the books I shared today, as well as all of the wonderful books available at your Scholastic Book Fair. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. And as always, happy reading.